final act of this unfolding epic between Tanduay and Toyota for the last quarterfinal seed in the PBA Open Conference. Last 12 minutes, 90-80 is the count. Toyota favor. And by the way, we'd like to mention that plans are already being finalized for the 1983 Grosby MVP Awards night to be held during the third playing day of the Best of 5 Championship Series of this Open Conference. Here with the Big Dome, George Melton.
Yes, he maneuvered himself very well there using his slow dribble, low crouch there, getting his shot off. It's an 8-point lead for Toyota.
By the way, speaking of MVPs, we've got our own Magnolia Ice Cream Best Player of the Game awarding right after this match. Brewster confronted by Melton. Sonny Jaworski gets it up to Arnie Tuadles. Ray Lazaro sticking to him like glue. And a good rejection by Lazaro, but not entirely good because he got into physical contact.
That's right. It seems like a clean block, and if you really saw the play here, you would have seen that Arnie Tuadles took 2 steps before making the shot. He traveled in that play. He lifted his pivot foot, but the foul was called, so that's going to mean 2 free throws for Arnie Tuadles.
Arnie Tuadles looking for another double-digit advantage for Toyota. He's on his way. 91-82. We're 38 seconds into the final quarter.
Actually, the reserves of Toyota did a very good job. You know, the only member of the starting 5 there would have been Sonny Jaworski. But these 4 guys, Emer Legaspi, Brewster, Tuadles, and Ricky Relosa, did very well in the last few minutes, and that's the reason why Toyota got a big 10-point lead at the end of the third quarter.
That's right. They're doing miracle after miracle. George Melton just can't pull off a miracle tonight. 92-82. Toyota looking for another dozen-point lead. Tuadles moving out to the 3-point region. Jaworski's there. Emer Legaspi fires up Bilbao. Bingo!
Yes. You know, Arnie Tuadles and Sonny Jaworski have really been complementing each other well. Emer Legaspi is putting his 2 cents worth in, really, no?
Actually, it's about $14 worth. 94-82, the way he's been playing tonight. Fran Weiss trying one from medium range. He's not very effective from there. Sonny Jaworski in the front court, and they're going to slow it down. They're going to go to a deliberate pattern.
That's right. Suddenly he picks up speed, hits Emer Legaspi on the right-hand corner, misses this one. Melton controls the rebound.
Right. And here's Fran Weiss crossing the midcourt line. A near steal by Brewster from behind. Lazaro, he himself is not doing too well from his favorite angles. Sonny Jaworski moving on the right side, picked up by Melton. He cups out a little bit. He's trying to do a Billy Ray Bates act. Well, prudence is the better part of valor, so he cupped out.
There's the pass to Ricky Relosa, cutting in. He loses the ball. They're still just on top by 12, but still 10 minutes to go. A lot of time for Tanduay to come in. Good pass by Mike Bilbao to Lazaro.
Great anchor shot by Ray Lazaro. Cuts down the Toyota lead to only 10 with 9:49 left. 1 team foul for Tanduay. Toyota still has a clean slate. Arnie Tuadles very leisurely bringing the ball downtown for the Toyota Super Corollas in the white uniforms tonight.
Then he picks up speed, huh?
Yes, he suddenly changed to second gear and rammed right into Ray Lazaro, who picked up his 3rd foul? Fourth foul, I'm sorry.
2 free throws again for Arnie Tuadles. The shot wasn't converted. 4th personal foul on Lazaro. 2 team fouls on the Tanduay Ram makers.
9:36 left in this ball game. It's turned out to be a spine-tingling and as hair-raising as a Halloween party.
Arnie Tuadles missing his first free throw there. Visibly very tired also right now. Played a good portion of the second quarter. Third quarter, about 6 minutes, and about 3 minutes right now.
Arnie Tuadles going on his murderous ways. 95-84, 11-point lead for Toyota. 9:30 left in the game clock. Mike Bilbao orchestrating the offensive for Tanduay. They're a little tentative at this point. Gutierrez has it, moving it to the left field, followed by Emer Legaspi. Here's Fran Weiss. Looking for a cutter, a receiver, anybody. He'll have to take matters into his own hands, and he falls short by about an inch.
There's going to be a foul there probably on Brewster, a loose ball foul, hitting Melton from behind.
That's only the first team foul for Toyota in this quarter. Quite a reversal of fortunes here. In the previous quarters, Toyota was always the first to pick up a lot of fouls.
That's right. And Lazaro is now being replaced by JB Yango.
JB gets it over back to Bilbao. Yango's got to split the middle. Jump shot on the run. Air ball. He saves it though. Mike Bilbao keeps it alive. JB gets a second try. And still in vain.
And finally, Weiss gets it from under the basket, but there was a foul downtown, as they say. Foul on Arnie Tuadles, probably. Loose ball foul.
That's the 5th personal for Arnie Tuadles.
And he has to be replaced. Also played a very good game, the 8 or 9 minutes that he was on the court.
That's a very impressive 11-point lead for Toyota, but we've always likened fouls to body punching in boxing, Andrew. They don't exact their toll until the last few minutes of the game or the fight.
That's right. And if Tanduay can really hang on, they still have a chance at it. No?
Right. They definitely have more than a fighting chance.
Fernandez clearing the defensive boards. Toyota trying to go into his fast break. Relosa losing the ball to Bilbao.
Mike Bilbao sprinting down court. Fran Wise. He barrels in. Oh, that was a very agile move on the part of Fran Wise, eluding Juan Fernandez. Huh?
Yes, he did a Fernandez move in that play. Actually, the lead is down to only 9 points right now.
95-86, 8:27 left in the ball game, and we've got an offensive foul by Emer Legaspi.
That's right. Emer Legaspi trying to take things to his in his own hands, committed a foul. He's now being replaced by Francis Arnaiz, and Fields also sent into the ball game for Brewster.
Andy Fields, saddled with 4 fouls, has finally been tapped by Edo Campo to replace the listless Brewster, who's also somewhat injured, I'm told by Andy.
Yes, he's really injured, and he really gave a gallant effort, coming up with some rebounds, wherein he really tried to protect his right hand. Oh, good pass by Bilbao. He forced that pass, but he gave it to, again, his favorite receiver, Abed Gutierrez.
95-88, the Toyota lead down to 7. The Super Corollas are besieged, notwithstanding that 7-point lead. The foul trouble is going to tell on them. Jaworski from the 3-point region. A birdie.
3-point shot. His first in this ball game. Toyota's third in this ball game.
98-88. Sonny Jaworski coming through with some magnificent shots. JB Yango inside heavy traffic. It banged right into Fernandez. Missed the shot, and the rebound goes to Andy Fields as the outlet pass to Sonny Jaworski. He's going to challenge Mike Bilbao. He passes off to Arnaiz. And the foul came first by Bilbao.
Yes, the foul of Bilbao was off Sonny Jaworski, so that shot of Francis Arnaiz is going to be nullified. Let's take a look at that play again. Mike Bilbao there, fouling Sonny Jaworski, very clear. It's a good call, you know. Yeah, although some people say give up the fouls, no, but it's a very good call. It was a definite foul.
Good call and a very good move on the part of Mike Bilbao.
If you don't call the foul, then the crowds will also get on your back also.
Right. So darn if you do, darn if you don't.
Good steal by Mike Bilbao as Francis made the turnaround play.
Here's Mike pulling up now. Gutierrez nonchalantly sinking it from 10.
Mike Bilbao's favorite receiver, like we say.
Right.
He likes that guy.
98-90. Tanduay once again tugging at the coat strings of Toyota with 7 minutes left.
Both of the teams have only 3 team fouls, so they've been very careful here in the 4th quarter to try, and they don't want to get into penalty early.
Right. Ricky Relosa gets it right back to Francis. Jaworski now. Andy Fields off Melton.
A little bit short there. Fernandez going and Relosa going for the rebound. There's going to be a foul on Ricky Relosa, pushing off against JB Yango.
That's his 4th personal. Look at this. King has 4 fouls. Jaworski has 3. Arnaiz has 4. Fernandez has 4. Tuadles has 5. Relosa has 4. Legaspi 5. Fields 4.
That's a sacrifice of playing good defense and playing a very rugged defensive game. You know, that's the reason why Tanduay has only been limited to 90 points at this point, and they only have 98. Both of the teams really sacrificing some fouls to make sure that their defense is working for them and trying to intimidate the opposing team.
Right. Abed Gutierrez gets it back to Mike Bilbao. And Gutierrez is left all alone again, but there's no way Bilbao can bring it.
Oh, there it is. No.
I spoke too soon.
Yes, 6 straight points by Gutierrez on feeds by Mike Bilbao, and the lead is down to only 6 points.
What a clever move. I never thought in the world that Mike Bilbao would be able to get it over to him. And now on the other side of the court, we've got the contact whistle addressed to
Bilbao.
Mike Bilbao.
How many fouls does Mike have? It's a very important player also.
Michael has 4 fouls. We've got a timeout. We shall return. 6:20 to play in this 4th and final quarter. Toyota up by only 6 points, 98-92, but they will be inbounding. Sonny Jaworski doing the honors from the left sideline in front of the Toyota bench. Arnaiz receives.
Elby King has also been sent into the ballgame as Relosa committed the foul earlier. He's also in trouble. So he's starting with the first 5, no? The first 5 Edo Campo is.
And here is Andy Fields, saddled with 4 fouls in all, finding himself inside a bind and getting a foul from one of the 2 imports. Melton.
Fields is going to be given 2 free throws. All of the referees signaled the foul of George Melton simultaneously, and all of them gave him the signal for 2 free throws. Andy Fields with only 12 points, but he has been doing a good defensive job on Melton, plus rebounding.
5 team fouls already for Tanduay, only 4 for Toyota, 99-92, an odd 7-point lead for the Super Corollas, looking to avert the humiliation of outright elimination.
That's right. As the defending champions of the Open Conference, 7th place. Now they'd like to go at least into the quarterfinals, give it a shot, and maybe they can enter the semifinals where the 2 teams will join the Great Taste Coffee Makers and the Crispa Redmanizers.
Those were the early birds in the semifinals, and Fields makes it 2 for 2, and Toyota just hit the benchmark of a century, 100 points to 92 for Tanduay.
6 minutes left in this ball game.
Mike Bilbao gets it over to his favorite receiver, and Abed Gutierrez. Fran Wise over to Melton, who dunks it in with both hands.
Yes, good pass there by Francois Wise. He knew that he had already thrown Andy Fields to him. Andy knew there was no way to get back in time. 194,
just a 6-point advantage for Toyota. Abe King working inside a tight fix.
Rebound by Andy Fields, plus a foul from George Melton. Very powerful offensive rebound.
And I think Andy Fields was telling Melton to take it easy, man.
Well, it's the frustrations and part of the game. He really made sure that Fields was not going to get the 3-point play after he knew he had already committed the foul. You could see he put his left hand on his shoulders.
Right.
Well, these guys are probably buddies because they came in from the same college, and then Fields got Melton in when he was in 4th year. The guy was coming in as a freshman. They probably know each other well. Baker League also in Philadelphia must have played with it or against each other.
Oh, they're probably going to have dinner together tonight. But not during this game. They're not friends.
After this.
102-94. 8-point lead for Toyota. Time down to 5 minutes and 36 in this ball game to decide the final qualifier for the quarterfinal round. Backdoor play attempted by Mike Bilbao. This time it didn't work. It was telegraphed.
Yes, and Fields anticipated it. He goes to Sonny Jaworski. But look at the defense of Tanduay. They're back. All of them. 5, huh?
Right. Sonny Jaworski and Arnaiz, both of them lingering in the 3-point region. Both of them can take it from there. And here's Andy Fields with a back pass to Jaworski, traveling.
Yes, traveling.
Advantage of it.
Toyota is only up by 8 points, 5 minutes and 5 seconds left. They go to Francois Wise at low because Jaworski came out to help. That's the 5th personal foul of Abe King. It might not last.
He may not go all the way down the wire. Yango got a good assist from Mike Bilbao. He didn't sink the basket, but he got a...
Fernandez committed that foul. That's also his
5th foul.
2 very key players, 2 tall men for Toyota. Not really getting going, but now in very deep foul trouble.
I really have my misgivings as to whether the entire first 5 of Toyota will survive this game.
Tanduay is only down by 7 at this point.
102-95. Time left, 4 minutes and 58. 102-96. Both clubs dead even as far as team fouls are concerned. 6 apiece, just 1 short of the limit. Francis Arnaiz picked up by Abed Gutierrez. Eyeball to eyeball confrontation there. The pass intended for Andy Fields, intercepted by Mike Bilbao. He's heading straight for the middle. The pass to Yango on the side. He lost it to the baseline.
Yes, but they will still keep it. Last touch called against Toyota. Only 19 seconds left on the shot clock for the Tanduay Ram makers.
Yango doing the honors from the baseline. Mike Bilbao looking for Abed Gutierrez. Instead, he gives it to Fran Wise.
That's it for Abed King.
For Abe King. The end of the line for Mr. King.
6 fouls, Abed King, and the 17th foul for Toyota.
The King is dead. Long live the King. And who is it going to be? We'll find out soon enough from Edo Campo.
Probably Ricky Relosa.
Edo Campo taking a sweet time about selecting a replacement for the exiled King. That's Ricky Relosa, after all.
Yes, they need a defensive man against Francois Wise. You know, Arnie Tuates is a scorer, but definitely he cannot stop Wise. Maybe Relosa in his positioning may be able to do it with help coming from the other players.
Well, even if Relosa cannot entirely contain Wise, he's got some scoring scouts of his own. Inbound pass by Mike Bilbao to Yango. Okay, here's Mike orchestrating the offensive once again. Fran Wise looking for a cutter. He's going to take it to the iron himself. Got it.
Yes, just a 4-point lead for Toyota. 102-98 fourth and 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Anybody's ball game.
4 minutes and 18 seconds left. Toyota has already hit the team foul limit. Tanduay still has 1 foul to give. Arnaiz with a birdie, and he misses.
This time good positioning there by Melton. He clears the rebound. Tanduay going to the fast break. There's a foul by Francis, and that's going to mean 2 free throws for Bilbao. They are in penalty.
Well, that was a preemptive foul by Francis Arnaiz, but that cost them more than anything else. It was the 5th personal for Francis Arnaiz, and the fact that they are in team foul trouble will enable Mike Bilbao to get it from the 15-foot line just the same.
That's right. Mike Bilbao with only 3 points here, but has a lot of assists in this ball game. One of the reasons why they came back. He never really gave up, continued to the hustle and defense, and gave off those assist passes.
Francis Arnaiz has just been spelled by Edu Campo in his place. You guessed it, Emer Legaspi.
And he clears the loose ball recovery.
Here's Mon Fernandez in a situation he loves best, but he cops out.
Well, there were a lot of guys there in front of him.
Right.
And this guy is free, set up by Sonny Jaworski. Legaspi delivers.
He's been delivering on those open situations right from the start of this game. 104-99. Toyota keeping Tanduay at bay. With 3 minutes and 41 to go, they're ahead by 5. But Tanduay cannot be counted out. No way. Here is Fran Weiss barreling his way in, muscling up past Fernandez. He gets it back on the offensive rebound. JB Yango puts it up, rejected. And a third attempt finally draws a foul.
Foul from maybe Ricky Relosa. Oh, Legaspi. And that's it for Emer Legaspi. He's 6 fouls.
I imagine he is not going to be the last casualty of Toyota on fouls. Already we've got Abe King and Emer Legaspi. Other top candidates for banishment are Andy Fields and Fernandez.
Fernandez has 5. Arnie Tuades into the ball game for the fouled out Emer Legaspi. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. A 5-point lead for Toyota.
Tuades himself is not in a very safe position. He's got 5 fouls too.
That's right. Still a lot of time. Oh, we're going to see a lot of disqualifications. Toyota has already lost to Tanduay. So far, none.
104-100, and that's only a 4-point lead, Andrew. It can be wiped out with a single birdie if Yango can sink this charity. And the mob man has been called to do his thing on that very, very, I don't know, mysterious portion of the Araneta Coliseum hardcourt. So many people have slipped, slid, even injured themselves there. 3:22 left in the game clock, 104-101, just a 3-point lead for Toyota. Sonny Jaworski, he may come up with a birdie. He's capable of doing it. Juan Fernandez working one-on-one against Fran Weiss, and Hercules simply swiped the ball away from him.
That's right. Mike Bilbao not trying to bring it in, going all the way. Blocked by Fields, but he still makes it. A looping shot. Yes, by Mike Bilbao.
You know, I've got a feeling that Andy Fields even helped that shot to go in.
There's going to be a warning on Tanduay. Mike Bilbao held on to the ball game. It's just a warning for delaying the ball game. If it should be happen again, that a technical will be called against it. Just a 1-point lead for Toyota, 2 minutes and 58 seconds. The pressure is on Toyota right now.
Hang on to your seats. This is the PBA's Halloween treat for you. And I'm sure you're enjoying every minute of it, savoring every second of this basketball game being played in its finest standards. And we've got a foul on that pass by Tuades to Fields.
That's right. Foul called against George Melton in that play.
4 personals on George Melton.
He himself is getting into foul trouble. That's still a lot of time, and you're going to be sure that Fields is going to keep on attacking him. We have a timeout called by Tanduay. We'll be right back.
Only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this game. Andy Fields has it for Toyota at the right field. They're watched by George Melton. Here's Mon Fernandez. He's going to challenge Fran Weiss. Puts up a fadeaway shot offline. The rebound battled for, won by Mon Fernandez. He makes it at point-blank range.
You can see that play was really set up. The earlier play was set up by Ocampo for Fernandez. He missed, but he fought for the rebound. That's a 3-point lead for Toyota.
A very important clutch hit by Mon Fernandez, giving them a new lease on the lead. A 3-pointer. Mike Bilbao against Sonny Jaworski. But Tanduay can equalize if they can come through with a 3-point shot.
Only 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and the cutting. Gutierrez is blocked by Ricky Relosa.
They've got his number. Toyota has got Gutierrez's number, and that's why they can't work on that kind of a pattern anymore. 106-103, a minute and 49 left in the game clock. Andy Fields preparing to make his move against Melton. Jaworski in the 3-point area against Abed Gutierrez. Fields with a quick pirouette. Got it.
Yes, a 5-point lead for the Toyota Super Corollas. Tanduay down by 5. Only a minute and 38 left in the ball game.
108-103. Both clubs over the team foul limit. Here is JB Yango. Bilbao, top of the key. Abid Gutierrez on the other side of the court. At low post, you've got Fran Wise barreling his way through. Ricky Relosa unable to stop him.
Well, in that case, Wise was like a truck, a six-wheeler, you know. He was not going to be stopped in that play.
You bet. And Ricky Relosa really had to back out. And here's Ricky looking a little bit spent. They're trying to regain their composure, get the rack going again. They're severely threatened. That lead is down to only 3 with 1 minute and 12 to go. Ron Fernandez, a near steal by Mike Bilbao. We've got Arnie Tuadles moving closer. Ricky Relosa gets an assist from Arnie. He misses, and the rebound goes to Wise.
Yes, and the Wise going into his fast break, 3-on-1 situation.
JB Yango, the anchor.
And missing a layup, but Gutierrez throwing it up with a good rebound play.
Gutierrez, the man of the hour for Tanduay. And they're down by just 1. 56 seconds left in the game clock.
That's a good play there again by Gutierrez. He did not even come down with the ball.
Relosa looks at the clock. It says 48 seconds. Sonny Jaworski eluding Mike Bilbao.
Oh, he's looking for a goaltending violation that was not called there. And there's another.
Here's Fran Wise.
And there's a goaltending violation called against Fields in the previous play.
And now the entire Toyota bench as well as their fans are up in arms.
There's the trap by Andy Fields. That's legal. But we didn't catch the other slow-mo on the other side when the Jaworski went for the layup.
We've got a timeout. We'll review these things right after a few reminders. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden the Araneta Coliseum has turned into a piggy bank. Everybody's pelting coins onto the floor, and this is what it's all about. The slow-mo sequence of that last piece of action that drew a big howl from the Toyota crowd.
That's a goaltending violation there because he dropped the ball. And they should have called it already. But then what happened was on the reverse, it was also a goaltending, but they called it.
Here is Andy Fields working against Melton. The baseline drive draws a foul from George.
And that's going to be the 5th personal foul of George Melton. That's a good call also. And Fields has the chance to equalize and give the lead to Toyota.
28.5 seconds left.
Let's take a look at that on our San Miguel beer. Fields was really going to bring it to the basket. There's the foul by Melton. Very clear that he got the arm of Andy Fields. Now these are 2 power pressure shots for Andy Fields.
I'm sure Andrew could use some of the roasted cup of the kick room after this game.
Fields making the first free throw for the equalizer. He was very unsure about that. Huh?
Right. 109 all. He's got to make this second foul shot too. Hold your breath now.
We might have a timeout if he makes this. A little bit long, and Tanduay clears the rebound.
27 seconds to go. 23 on the shot clock for Tanduay. Mike Bilbao has it against Sonny Jaworski. Baseline drive by Mike Bilbao. Gets a foul from Sonny.
From Arnie Tuadles.
Oh, Arnie Tuadles.
Yes, Arnie Tuadles pushing off there. That's going to send Mike Bilbao to the 15-foot line.
It's also graduation time for Arnie Tuadles, the 3rd Toyota casualty of this game on 6 fouls.
That's right, and Francis Arnaiz will have to be sent back into the ball game. Now another pressure charities for Mike Bilbao in this play. Huh?
Arnaiz himself is saddled with 5 fouls, and we've got the expected timeout from Edo Campo. We'll be right back. Oh, by the way, although this is the only game in tonight's bill, we won't be leaving you immediately because right after this we shall have Grosby Inside Basketball and Andy Howe will be discussing the matter of the MVP race and who are the front runners, right, Andrew?
That's right. Mike Bilbao making his first free throw, very calmly sinking it. They have a 1-point lead with only 20.9 seconds. Now this is also a very important free throw because this will guarantee them at least a 2-point lead. We might expect a timeout from Toyota if they make this shot, if Mike Bilbao makes this shot. And he sinks it very coolly. No, Toyota has already had the instructions. Edo Campo gave his instructions.
This boyish young man, never wilting under pressure. He's just given Tanduay a 2-point lead with only 12 seconds to go. Andy Fields says this against Fran Wise. They're looking for the equalizer, and they better come up with it fast. And there's a technical foul.
Yes, 3-second defensive alignment called against Gutierrez, and this could put a lot of difference in light in the games. On Yango.
Yes, it has indeed put a different complexion to the way the game is going. With only 8.5 seconds to go, Toyota will be taking a technical foul shot.
Look at this. You can see Jaworski telling Fields to take the technical. Fields didn't want to, so Jaworski went to Fernandez. Fernandez says, I'm cold. So finally, Sonny tells Fields, you take the technical.
Wow, I wouldn't want to take it if I were in their shoes.
Very important shot because they will still have 8.5 seconds to make a basket. They're just down by 1.
That might make all the difference in the world. We are going to hang on for this timeout because we don't want you to miss a single second. Anything can still happen in this game. That technical foul just might have spelled the doom for the Tanduay Rum makers because it would enable Toyota now to go for a basket that could clinch the game for them with only 8.5 seconds left.
That's right, Joe. That's very true what you just commented. Of course, we can't really say that Toyota is up because Tanduay is still up by 1 point. Toyota still has to go for the shot and make the basket. Of course, they have to throw in right now from the side, and they will only have 8.5 seconds to attempt a shot. Remember, Tanduay is also in penalty, so if they foul, any defensive or loose ball fouls would mean 2 free throws for Toyota. But that was a big break for Toyota. Instead of just going for a possible equalizer, now they have the chance to go for the winner.
They can wrap it up right in regulation play, yeah? Well, you ask me, I believe Lady Luck will be playing the principal role in the outcome of this game.
That's right. And you can be sure that the instructions of Ocampo will be to drive in. You know, drive in because there you can possibly fish for a foul and a chance for 2 free throws at the 15-foot line if you don't make the shots. Of course, they should be aware of the fact that there might be an offensive foul, you know, the possibilities for that, and that would be the end for them. But still, it's anybody's ball game at this point. Tanduay is still on top because they're on top by 1. And the point for me is that even if you have a solitary point lead, it's still a lead. It's better than than nothing at all.
8.5 seconds. And by the way, in case you're not yet aware of it, there will be no games on Tuesday. Tuesday, as you know, being All Saints Day. So we'll take a 1-day respite, and the quarterfinal stage will commence on Thursday, no matter who wins this game.
That's right. Let's see if Toyota goes for a very quick basket. There's another timeout, this time called by Tanduay, either against Toyota or Tanduay. The delay telecast, San Miguel versus the Gallery Dominique team.
Sonny Jaworski inbounding. Hang on to your seats now. Don't let your eyes off your screens for a single second. Only 4 seconds left. They've got to make a try for it now. Fernandez off Melton, short. And that's it for Toyota. And Tanduay makes it to the quarterfinals. Toyota, the defending champions, are eliminated. What a break for Tanduay. Ooh, I'm practically speechless. They had all of 8.5 seconds to try for a basket. They blew it.
That's right. You know, they were not able to get a good pass from the passer. They changed the passer to Francis in that play. And look at this, to Sonny Jaworski. And Francis there could not control. He tried to get the ball to Relosa and Fernandez were both grappling for it. Fernandez now trying to go for the basket. He was stymied by George Melton. Could not get the shot off, could not pass off. Finally took it, was blocked there by George Melton. And the ball falling into the hands of Jaworski, but he could not control. And that's it for Toyota.